right, good morning to you all. How's everybody doing? I hope that you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Listen, so I have been in my workout gear, but I said, you know what? It's time. What time is it? It's time for Family Morning Transformation. I'm being silly. Listen, if you can't have happiness and joy every day, you can't find some peace. It's gonna be a tough road, and it's gonna be a tough day. But I'm hoping that you all are doing well. Hope that you're feeling well. Listen, if this is your first time with me, my name is David M. Pinson, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am an empowerment speaker, a board certified Christian counselor, and a family restoration specialist, a family coach, which I come in to help grow, build, or in most facets, rebuild your family dynamic. I do these every day from on 7:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. So listen, today going to be a little unorthodox. Usually I don't have any notes, and today I don't have any notes. I have nothing to go by today. Why am I saying this? Because I want to talk to your whole family. I'm not just talking to the parent or the guardian. I'm not just talking to the children or the grandchildren, or the niece or nephew, the godchild or children. I'm talking to the whole family today. And this will not be long, because you don't have to be long to be strong. I want your family to know, and I'm being serious now. I want your family to know there is nothing that your family can't do together. There's nothing in this world that you guys cannot do together. That is simply put, I'm putting it just like that. There is nothing in this world that you all cannot do together. There's no task that you cannot do together. There is no situation in your life presently or in the future that you cannot overcome, because you can overcome all of those things. One thing that you have to do though, and I'm taking my time and I'll be done, you have to pray. I don't care if you're not the biggest prayer person or not, because you have to believe. I won't just say in something, but I'm going to say it today, but you have to believe something. You have to believe something that's bigger than yourself. You got to believe in God that He can do a miracle for your family. Some of us, let me just ask you a question. When is the last time you prayed? Seriously, when is the last time you got on your knees or you sat in a chair and you turned your phone off? You turned the TV off and you took your family, you took your spouse, you took your children, you took your grandchildren, and you sat there and you prayed over them. You prayed over them and prayed for yourself so that things would change. Like I said, I have no notes this morning. No notes. I feel this pull today just to encourage you in this particular area. When is the last time you prayed for your family? When is the last time that you interceded? Now, what is intercession? Intercession is going to God on behalf of someone else. So in this, what I'm talking about today, when is the last time you prayed and interceded or had intercession for your family, for yourself, and for your family? When is the last time you've done that? When is the last time you called out your child's or grandchild's or your spouse's name and you called upon heaven for a change? Because a lot of our families need that. Yes, I can give you practical things, I can give you steps, right? But when is the last time you have sat down and you have prayed for your family. You have poured in not just words, but you have poured in prayer. You have poured in the words that need to be heard from heaven towards heaven, and allow that blessing and that covering while they're going to school, while they're going to work, while they're going to college, while they're in and out. See, sometimes we feel like we have to have this big prayer when we're going out of the state, when we're going on vacation, we're going to different places. Sometimes, a lot of times, most times, we should be praying when they go in, out of our house, and in our house and out of our house, as they go to and fro, as they leave the home, as they come back, right? Because they are met with so many distractions. They're met with so many situations. They're met with so many obstacles. And if we're not spiritually um, aware, is what I want to call it this morning. If you're not spiritually aware of what's going on in your family, and if you can't discern what's going on, if you can't focus on what's going on, if you can't feel that there's something going on more than them just being tired or being irritated or just being a teen. So you have to be able to pay attention. I just talked about this the other day, that how well do you know your child? Now that was the practical side, because how they react to things, right? And you have to be able to create this place in your atmosphere in your home, right? But you also have to create an atmosphere of prayer and intercession for your family, for yourself, because there is an enemy that we all are aware of. Most of us are aware of, that is trying its best to take your family down, to take your family out. And you have to be aware. And that's when you have to be aware of where you are spiritually, so that you can cover your family. Because it's not just enough just to pray in the morning. You got to pray during the day. You got to pray at night. I know I'm giving you something different, but it's true. We got to go above and beyond what we know, and we got to go get the truth that we need. Does that make sense? I know I'm giving you a little bit more than what you expected or what you asked for, but I feel like I need to kind of push the ticket today, because a lot of our families are struggling. Kids that are on drugs, kids that are on the street selling crack, smoking, doing all these crazy things, selling their bodies. We have to come against that spirit, not just the child. Let me make this clear. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, but I have to make this clear. We're not just coming against the behavior of the child. We're coming against the spirit of that behavior in that child, because something is controlling them. Yes, even if they're smoking, there is a spirit that's controlling them to make them do what they're doing. So they're not acting on their own. It's something that is controlling them. Does that make sense? I know this is not what you're asking for, but this is something that I believe that you need today. I might not get all the likes that I want to get, and that's okay, because I'm being commissioned by the Lord God to give you this today, to encourage you. Prayer is necessary. Prayer is essential for your family's development and growth and protection. Because when we don't pray, things happen all the time, right? Things happen that's out of our control, whether you go to church or not. And I'm not even talking about church. I'm talking about praying. I'm talking about believing in God, because there is certain things that we are all dealing with, and we just can't slap 2 or 3 tips on that and see and letting it go. We have to be practical in our prayer. We have to be distinct in our prayer. We have to be so keen on what we're saying and what we're asking for. It is so important that you recognize that something needs to change. There are certain things that need to change in your home. And one of the biggest ways for those things to change in your home is that you have to pray for those things to get out of your home. I'm just telling you, this is just from my heart this morning. You have to recognize when it's just a behavior or a chemical imbalance, but you also got to recognize, this is a little bit more than a chemical balance. This is more than them just acting out. What is behind this? What are they involved in? What are they listening to? Who are they listening to? What have they got themselves into that's making them act this way? You have to be able to focus on that. You have to be aware. Awareness is key. It's key. It's a key that you have to be able to use. Prayer is a key that you have to be able to use. So I'm just saying, please hear my heart. If you're not praying for your kids and yourself, for your family, I would encourage you to do it. I'm encouraging you to step out on faith and pray against this enemy that's trying to take your family down, that's trying to destroy what God has given you. Because the adversary, the devil, if you see him as with a pitchfork, whatever, how you wanted to describe him, he doesn't want your family to do well. He doesn't want your family to go further. He doesn't want your son or daughter to thrive. He don't want your family to thrive. So I'm just encouraging you all. This might not what you want to hear today, but I believe this is something that's going to help you. So again, if you ever feel like you are ready to take a step in the right direction for your family, I want you to go click the link in my bio, and I want you to get ready for change. I want you to get ready for, I'll say it again, I want you to get ready for change. I want to see you win. I want to see your family win in every aspect of your life. I want you to know, and somebody said this, my big sister here, Miss Fashina, she said, prayer is powerful, it's free, and it's effective. That's right. And all of those three pieces, those aspects, that's what you need. So if you're ready to rebuild your family dynamic and also have a spiritual component, I'm talking to the ones that are open to this. Everybody might not be open, and that's okay. But I'm servicing all facets of people. I'm serving each situation when it comes to the family dynamic. Some might want God, some might not, or some might need to be introduced to it. But that's where I've been blessed to be versatile, because I want to serve you. I want to be able to tailor make what's needed, but also in my alone time, ask the Heavenly Father, what does this family need? Because that's important as well. Because I'm not leaning to my own understanding. I'm acknowledging Him and His ways. And because I acknowledge God and His ways, He'll direct my path. And guess who else's path He's going to direct? He's going to direct your family's path. Listen, I love you. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Check me out tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Family Morning Transformation. We're changing families one at a time. I love you. Have a great day.